a Jitume movement is a movement whereby each and every young person needs to join, because majority of you in the online fraternity, you don't have access to the government. Even if you do, they pick a mere part of you and they leave others out. But people like Dr. Kasipul, they have been there for you. They are advocating for what you need to be doing for yourselves. But they are coming out to speak for you and try to promote talent in this country. So for Waziri Ababu Namwamba is so keen to change whatever is happening at Jacaranda. Ababu Namwamba is ready to transform the young people in Jacaranda. There are people there who have been playing boxing. There are people who have been doing football. So Waziri Ababu Namwamba is ready through the partnerships of Jitume and Wazalendo, so that we can transform Jacaranda and make it a place whereby people now can talk politics maturely. And also to add on that, we have people in Jacaranda who have gone to school, but the way things are in this country, the majority of the people are unemployed. And the moment people are unemployed, the purchasing power goes down. That's why namshukuru sana ndugu yangu hapa Daktari Kasipul amesema ya kwamba vijana wadogo wanaingilia wa mama na vijana na wasichana wadogo wanaingilia wa baba, kwa sababu hawana hela ya kujikimu kimaisha. Correct. Lakini tunataka to create employment for the young people, so that young women, so that young men cannot see like the opportunity to get out of poverty is through having an old man or an old woman. We can do it as young people to transform our country, and we can only do that if we support the government of Honorable William Ruto through the Ministry of Sports of Ababu Namwamba, because this is the ministry for the young people. And if this is the ministry for the young people, we need to be there for the young people and help the CS change whatever is happening in this country. We cannot be in a country whereby 5 million people, young people, are unemployed. They are educated. They have degrees. We shouldn't wait for the government to give us jobs. Governments give services. Government don't give out jobs. So it is for us and people like Kasipul who are coming up with opportunities, like to transform Jacaranda, those ideas to bring employment to the people. But then we cannot be only complainers and throwing tantrums at the government. We won't get help from that perspective. We pay taxes to this government. And if we pay taxes to the government, it means we need to benefit from the government. And how do we benefit from the government? There is even a Youth Connect Summit starting tomorrow. And I can assure you there are a majority of the young people who won't even be party to the Youth Connect Summit, which is an unfortunate thing, yet we are always on our phones. And lastly, as I finish up, you know, we Kenyans, we've come up like people who just love to complain. Let's not be complainers. Have ideas like the ones of Dr. Kasipul is coming up with, to see now like what are the young people going to do moving forward tomorrow, because these jobs come and go, but we need opportunities. We need opportunities that will be there for you, for your kids, and that's why I love all this segment. Majority of you who are in this creative economy, you're doing it for yourself, meaning you own the rights to everything you try to record here. You own this content. And if you own this content, how do we make sure you benefit from the government advertisement? You see Citizen TV, NTV, all these mainstream, they get government support through government advertisement. But then, we, the online fraternity, we lack that, because there is a disconnect between the online media and the government. There are people in government, there are people in these ministries who purport to represent we young people. Unfortunately, they don't tell the cabinet secretary, they don't tell the president that watu hapa nje wanaumia, yes, watu hawana kazi. Yes. Instead wanaambia president tufanye hii ndio wapate kati yao. Lakini through Jitume Nation na ndugu yangu hapa tutasimama imara ku make sure wasanii, unajua it doesn't make sense. There's no artist in Kenya who even owns a Rolls Royce. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is just a 30 to 50 million shillings. Why can't we get our artists to get money from their talent? Unfortunately, majority of our artists are languishing in abject poverty. You see, and it is not their problem. The problem is us people with cameras. Now the online fraternity. Right now you are on the TikToks doing challenge for Christina Shusho. It's not bad because we want to do everything for Africans. But then why should you in my native language they say ukichinja ng'ombe huwezi anza kugawa watoto wa jirani watoto wako kwa njaa. Sisi mnaanza kugawa nyama majirani na sisi watoto wako njaa. Wasanii wetu hawana pesa, wasanii wetu hawana gigs, lakini nyinyi mnangoja wakuja wa complain for you to bring the cameras to record. Yes, it is a good thing, but then we are not solving this. We'll be there hata like nikikuja hapa nilikuwa naona Kaveve Kazoze was talking about the same thing. Like I haven't benefited from the songs and the performances I've done. Why do you think that is the case? There's no management, and the artists can't have managements because they can't afford to pay the management. And that's where we go wrong. There's no marketing for the artists. The artists are not packaged in a way that we need to listen to them. So I urge you, the members of the Fourth Estate, and I thank you for being this vibrant to make sure the plight of the young people is out there to change everything that has been happening in this economic scenario. And lastly, CS Ababu Namwamba is so easy to help us. CS Ababu Namwamba is so easy to listen to us. But unfortunately, like I've told you, there is a disconnect. The people who think they represent you, they don't represent you. So for me, I'll speak to him. I'll let him know the online fraternity, they are struggling. They need a government advertisement, partnership or agreement